Coming up on the list, breaking up isn't hard to do. With a consultant, 3 easy ways to dump someone. Plus, does Jon Snow shop at IKEA? The retail giant's impact on Westeros. But first, it may look old, but it's not all gold. What's worth buying and what's worth selling? That's at the top of our list right now.
While you have to be careful who you call old, what you call old matters too. Jimmy Rhodes found out that when it comes to stuff, how the word old is defined can make a big difference. What's new in old is at the top of the list.
Cumulus, stratus, nimbus. I know there are all kinds of clouds, or maybe Columbus's 3 boats, Star Trek aliens. I don't know. It's the same thing with retro, vintage, and antique. I know they all sort of mean old-timey, but what do they mean exactly? And what do they mean for an item's value? Fashion expert Lindsay Viker set me straight, starting with retro.
Retro is something that is inspired by a previous era, but is made in modern day. For example, if you see a pair of bell-bottom jeans at Forever 21, they are retro. They're inspired by the 70s, but coming back around for another time.
So being retro doesn't bring any additional value. It could be in stores right now, and it isn't an original idea. It's mimicking something important, but it's not important itself. Next, what about vintage?
Vintage is something that's typically 20 years or older, but is having a resurgence in fashion. This is fun with all the pattern. You just don't see clothes made like this anymore. For example, clothing from the 70s is really popular, so in vintage shops like the one we're in, we're seeing a lot of pieces from the 70s coming around again.
Careful, these things go in waves, and vintage only applies to the original time period.
So you want to figure out, was it retro to begin with? Was it maybe the second or third time it came around? Or was it a piece that really made the first splash? Then it would probably be considered vintage.
The value of a vintage piece is determined by its importance in the evolution of whatever you're talking about, be it architecture, furniture, or fashion.
So when you're looking to decide how valuable something that you may own is, you really want to think about when the piece is from and what the relevance to that time period was.
For instance, the Eames Lounge and Ottoman came out in 1956 and changed the look of modern furniture. They're even in museums. Now, a vintage Eames from the 1950s can cost more than 3 times as much as a new one. Finally, what makes something antique?
Antique is something that's typically 100 years or older, so something that was really that turn of the century and was considered something of value when it was first created and is worth preserving.
And of course, not everything's worth preserving, but if it started out as an important item, has maintained a base of interested collectors, and has been well preserved, an antique generally gains value as it gets older.
If you have an antique, something that's really, really old and worth something to someone, that's when you really make the money.
Hey, the most important thing is to enjoy your stuff, but knowing the value of retro, vintage, and antique is what's the deal.
While you can sell off a chipped vase, getting rid of a broken relationship can be painful. Enter breakup experts. You heard me right. There have always been matchmakers to help you find a partner, but now there are people helping you to lose one. The business of breaking up on The Breakdown. They are specialists who will help you dump a partner or get over being dumped by your significant other. Meet 3 experts in the new world of breaking up.
We're the Breakup Brothers. It's Mackenzie and Evan from the Breakup Shop. Are you kind of over your current girlfriend or boyfriend?
If the answer is yes, then your first option, hire these self-proclaimed experts and let them do the rest.
It's either going to be Mackenzie or myself calling your significant
or we'll
other.
Text them, whatever you want us to do.
For only $10, the Breakup Shop will send a text or email to your soon-to-be ex. A standard breakup letter goes for $20, and there's even a customized breakup box with cookies and DVDs for $80. You can find them at breakupshop.com. Another place to turn, breakup expert Natalia Juarez. Once the breakup is official, you may want to try her $300 home cleanse to get any reminders of your ex out of your space.
The first box is for things that you want to keep, just things that you're not able to let go of. And then there's another box for things that you're going to return to your ex. And then another one is on things you're going to donate or sell. And then there's a trash bin.
You can learn more on her website, betterbreakups.com. And finally, a new app appropriately named Mend.
I like to think of it like the best friend who isn't going to get sick of hearing about your breakup.
El Wenta created Mend as a result of her own bad breakup.
And I was just really disappointed with the quality of advice that I was getting online.
For $7.99 a month, you get a 28-day starter program created by therapists, coaches, and wellness experts.
When you open Mend, you land in a chat message screen. So it actually really feels like you're talking to a friend. And we check in with you, we ask you how you're doing, and then based on your response, we deliver a training for the day.
After 28 days of working to heal your heart, Mend will still be your BFF, but the healing will be focused on getting you up and out of the house. And maybe you'll be ready to get back to Tinder, Match, or the dating site of your choice. Or not. Better breakups on The Breakdown.
While breakup experts help you cut ties, we've got some ways to trim the time your family spends on their hair. Get ready, because these are shockingly ingenious, game-changing groomers on the to-do list.
No matter what style of facial hair a guy's looking to rock, it's all about precision, and our first grooming gadget guarantees you'll keep it tight. The Goatee Saver.
My name is Scott Bungie, and I am the inventor of the Goatee Saver. It's a shaving template for guys with goatees.
Want the most buttoned-up beard in town? Just place the template over your mouth and shave around it.
It is very important not to move the Goatee Saver until you're finished shaving.
Say sayonara to that sloppy goatee for $20 on myperfectgoatee.com. And ladies may have been guilty a time or two for taking too long getting ready. Here's a huge time saver at number 2, the Vamp Stamp.
I already ruined it.
No more struggling to get that eyeliner exact.
And I am just stamping very, very lightly, so pressure is very important.
You have the perfect winged eyeliner look with just the stamp. You can get the stamp in different sizes for $25 each at thevampstamp.com. Finally, grooming our furry friends can be both arduous and hair-raising. Literally, enter the Puff and Fluff.
Are you tired of your wet dog leaving smelly wet spots on your furniture, shaking water and everything, or worse yet, rolling outside in the dirt?
Third grader Marissa Strang invented the Puff and Fluff dog dryer for a school project and gained national attention, even landing on Jimmy Fallon.
So what do we do here?
Okay, so you're going to take his paws and put them through the holes. And it gets them dry, and it also eliminates the wet dog smell.
So like it's raining outside or something like that? Can he breathe? Can he breathe? Are you okay there, Mojo? That is the cutest thing ever.
Pick one up for your pup at thedogdryer.com, starting at $35. Game-changing groomers on the to-do list.
From Puff and Fluff to Sugar and Spice, people can't stop talking about the strength of the female characters on Game of Thrones. But women aren't just owning Westeros, they're dominating Hollywood. A look at big screen women kicking butt and taking names on the lowdown. Help me! The first Hollywood woman whipping Hollywood into a frenzy.
I chose this life, and someday it's going to get me killed.
Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde. When moviegoers think of international super spies, they usually think of James Bond and Jason Bourne.
007 reporting for duty.
But Charlize Theron is killing it as a British intelligence agent. I mean, look out, she is going nuclear.
Never part of the plan?
It was part of mine.
Next, in the big movie about Batman versus Superman, the big winner was Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot as the superheroine not only stole the show, she got her own movie. It opened earlier this summer, and how well did it do?
You will soon find out.
With a $100 million in its first weekend, it was the biggest opening ever for a female director, Patty Jenkins, a superwoman in her own right.
To restore peace to the world. And it's what I'm going to do.
Forget about glass ceilings or brick walls. Wonder Woman is so tough she even cracked the ultimate boys club, the Justice League.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
Third up, when Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out in December, we'll say a sad goodbye to one of our all-time favorite heroines, Carrie Fisher. But a new female force is rising in the galaxy. Daisy Ridley as Rey is being trained as a Jedi by Luke himself.
The Force It's calling to you.
And finally, the movies Taken and Ransom showed Liam Neeson and Mel Gibson as guys who went commando when their kids were snatched. But as Halle Berry proves in the new Kidnap, it's no longer just mad dads that kidnappers have to worry about.
You took the wrong kid.
Women characters kicking butt and taking names on the lowdown.
You may have heard about a company in Wisconsin that was planning to microchip its employees.
Well, it's actually happened, and it's our first story trending now.
We're implanting microchips into their hand.
You heard right. More than 40 of the 80 or so employees at the 3 Square Market vending company have now been implanted with microchips.
That's right, they can be used with vending machines, credit card readers, and to open doors that would have typically used a card reader.
I see it being the future, and we plan on being a big part of it.
Not to be paranoid, but who am I kidding? This makes me really paranoid.
I know. They say there's no GPS capability and the microchips are easily removable, but I'm going to wait a year or two to make sure those employees don't rise up like robots before trying it myself.
I'm with you on that. Another thing technology is changing, the law. A major city will be fining people for texting while walking. That's at number 2.
Sometimes we lack common sense. And you would think you wouldn't have to tell people to not text in a crosswalk.
But apparently you do have to tell people not to text while walking in a crosswalk and fine them if they don't follow what would seem to be common sense.
Starting October 25th, Honolulu will fine phone zombies as little as $15 for a first-time offense, but work up to $99 for additional offenses.
We're just out there to make sure everybody's safe.
Kind of reminds me of the helmet law. You'd think you wouldn't have to tell people to protect their noggins, but you do.
Crazy times. And if hearing all this makes you think, I need a drink, how about trying orange wine? The up-and-coming drink trend is at number 3.
Wow. Guys, this is phenomenal.
This phenomenal wine is orange wine, and it's becoming really big in wine bars across the globe.
These are really unique wines.
ExoticWineTravel.com reviewed a few orange wines and gave some good recommendations to try. We've posted those on thelisttv.com.
Try one the next time you need a relaxing beverage, and then people will be able to ask you, "Orange, you glad you tried it?"
She went there. That joke never gets old, though. That's what's trending now.
Get this! On his 50th anniversary in 1978, Mickey Mouse became the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, as he's about to turn 89, you can watch this brand new short film for free. Plus, 3 minivan hacks every parent will love to know. And upgrade your car with cool tech. Stay tuned. There's more coming up on the list.
Stephen King is having a moment. The Dark Tower won its opening weekend box office, and he has a slew of work being developed for the screen, small and large. Stephen King mania on the hot list.
Greetings, detective. Did you catch all the bad guys?
At number 1, the cat and mouse game begins with AT&T's adaptation of Stephen King's Mr. Mercedes.
I never know whether to be excited about what's going on in that basement.
It's all about a killer taunting the retired detective who couldn't catch him.
Every cop gets one that just can't shake.
The 10-episode series will air on Wednesdays and is only available to DirecTV and AT&T U-verse subscribers on Audience Network.
Having bad thoughts, detective. Right! I'm always awake.
Next, from the restless mind of Stephen King, The Mist.
You don't understand that there was something in the mist. We gotta get guns.
This 10-episode series revolves around the appearance of a mysterious mist and the people trying to figure out what is hiding in it.
I felt something. What do you feel? That it knew me.
The show has been airing on Spike. If you haven't seen it, you can catch up on their website or app.
Few things are more beautiful than destruction.
Next, a Dream Team reunion, King, J.J. Abrams, and Hulu.
When rules are broken, there's a price. Price must be paid to set things right.
They found success with 11/22/63, and they're back with Castle Rock, a town that's the setting for many of King's books, including Cujo.
Don't worry about it, ma'am. Cujo won't hurt him. He likes kids.
The 2018 series will star Sissy Spacek, Melanie Linsky from 2.5 Men, and Moonlight's Andre Holland. Safe to say things will get dangerous.
Well, if it won't start, the good news is I live right down the street.
Speaking of Castle Rock, it is coming to the big screen and probably your nightmares too. It's at number 4.
Here. Take it.
What's creepier than a clown? a murderous one. Try not to scream as a group of kids try to defeat it. Yikes! Pennywise was played by Tim Curry in a 90s miniseries, but Bill Skarsgård will bring him to life on the big screen. Make a date with Doom on September 8th. King of adaptations on the hot list.
Maybe the only thing scarier than a terrifying clown? A car dealer. They're always trying to sell you fancy upgrades, but in truth, you can get the same features but for a lot less money by adding them yourself. A look at car upgrading gadgets on the tech list.
The first gizmo is designed to keep your auto safe from intruders. At number 1, the Auto Eye, the first app that connects you to your car with smart camera technology.
Our 360-degree in-car video camera deters criminals, keeps your loved ones safe, and prevents break-ins and theft.
It attaches to your rearview mirror and detects any impact or movement, capturing any incident as it occurs.
We not only protect your car, but the people in your car. If a driver feels threatened while driving or parked, they can start recording immediately using our hands-free device to capture what happened prior.
Similar devices can cost over $500 at a dealer, but you can pre-order the Auto Eye on Indiegogo for $300. It starts shipping in September. At number 2, HUDway Glass. The HUD in HUDway stands for a heads-up display, and this transparent device shows info like speed, distance, and turn-by-turn navigation at eye level, so you can stay informed and keep your eyes on the road. Just mount it to your dashboard, open the app, and place your smartphone on HUDway.
It's very grippy, so the phone will stay put. And here we are. We see our directions reflected perfectly right on the glass.
A heads-up display from the dealership can cost up to $1,000, but this gadget that's out now only costs $50. At number 3, FenSense, a license plate cover that doubles as a wireless parking sensor. When it comes to parking, this is unparalleled. Just mount it like any old license plate frame, launch their app on your smartphone, and start parking like a pro.
5 minutes with absolutely no wiring and only 4 security screws to prevent theft.
Similar upgrades from a car dealer could run you over $500, but they're letting this gadget go for around $150. For more info on these products, head on over to thelisttv.com. Gadgets to pimp your ride on our tech list.
The minivan. It's not just a vehicle, it's a way of life. But parents, I have to ask, when it comes to making the most of your minivan, can you hack it?
1. Keep it clean and fresh.
You do not want to roll up with dirty headlights.
Use toothpaste to clean those headlights. Just rub the paste all over, let it sit, then rinse with water and dry. And you can cover up those strange odors that come from the kids by stuffing dryer sheets under the seats. 2. Keep things organized. Hang a shoe organizer over the back of the seat to store everything you need. Plus, a cereal container makes a perfect trash bin. If it tips over, no problem. And 3, leave the kids with the babysitter and have date night with your spouse. Fold down the rear seat so there's plenty of room and lay down some blankets. Drape a tapestry window to window and hang battery-powered lights for some ambiance. Add some throw pillows, a Bluetooth, a little sparkly cider. Let the snuggling begin.
There you have it, max use of your minivan. For more trends, deals, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Welcome back, friends. Now on today's Buzz List, we're getting a little bit nostalgic.
Yeah, that's right, because Teresa Strasser's looking at internet brands we thought were long gone, but are actually alive and well. Teresa, what's up?
Thanks, guys. Today, we're going a bit 90s on the Buzz List, checking out long-forgotten tech companies that are still around today. How much of my youth did I waste listening to that sound? All right, coming in at number 3, Ask Jeeves, the question-answering website launched in '96, and it was pretty much trying to be the Google of its time. It's still around today as Ask.com. Hope Jeeves the butler got a severance when they dropped his name. Moving on, at number 2, ICQ. The instant messaging program that was also launched in 1996 is still here today. Uh-oh! Remember that sound? It meant you had a message. Back when that was a novelty. Hearing it would make your day. And the #1 90s internet brand that is still around? Earthlink. Founded in 1994, Earthlink. Still going at it, offering services to both homes and businesses. Even on a cool show like this, we have one person in our office who still pays for the service. Don't you have those free trial CDs of AOL lying around?
You've got mail.
Yeah, that's pretty dated too. For more brands from back in the day that are still around today, head on over to thelisttv.com. And that is our buzz list.
On the next list, 1. Stay safe when you swim with this wearable flotation device.
This thing is honestly amazing.
2. The scent of marketing, how your sense of smell influences how you shop. And 3. The connection between left hands and allergies. 5 things you didn't know about lefties. All that on tomorrow's list.
Young or old, everyone loves Mickey Mouse, and wouldn't you know it, there are new short films starring the famous rodent that you can watch for free, and animated looks on the viral list.
I'm Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse has been entertaining us for almost 90 years, and these new short films keep the good times rolling.
Winter's hard and takes its toll.
Kick off your summer at the swimming hole.
If you can't head to the swimming hole, head to thelisttv.com and watch Swimming Hole for free.
It's a summer miracle.
We posted that one and other favorite Mickey moments from the Disney Shorts YouTube page so you and the kiddos can sit back and enjoy the lovable mouse and his pals together. Mickey memories on the viral list.
You know what? My son hasn't met Mickey Mouse just yet, but I'm looking forward to introducing them. You know, me and Mickey go way back.
Oh, it is a small world after all. I have jokes for days. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
We'll see you tomorrow.